everyone, it's me Guni and you guys are watching me on Learning for Life. Well, today we are going to revise chapter Ammonia. Yes. So before starting with the revision, I'll give you two tips that how can you revise chemistry very nicely. Number one is create formula sheets, or chemistry mein to equation sheets, not formula sheets. Physics mein you can say formula sheets. So I'll show you my equation sheets. You can see there. So I have equation sheets. I have made these. So you can make such equation sheets. And number two is create question banks by yourself. Instead of buying from the market, like also you can buy from the market, obviously. You can buy it before your exams ki kaise questions board mein aate hain. But while you are revising, just write as many questions as you can form from yourself, because it is going to help you. And I have also created such question banks, you can see here, right? So yeah, without wasting any time, let's get started. और हमारे revision करने का तरीका होगा, we will be revising so many questions, right? So as much questions as we can, we will revise. Question number one: where can you find ammonia in free state? So ammonia can be found in free state in you can say traces in natural water, in air. The next is how can you find ammonia in combined state? So combined state mein you can find ammonia in the form of compounds like ammonium chloride, ammonium nitrate, ammonium compounds. Why ammonia and ammonium compounds do not occur as minerals? Ammonia and ammonium compounds do not occur as minerals because they are highly soluble in water. So the keyword here will be highly soluble in water. Then why one experiences pungent smell near decaying heap or toilet? That is because due to the presence of ammonia gas. And why ammonia gas is there? Because of decomposition of urea. Next is, what is liquid ammonia? So liquid ammonia is when ammonia gas is liquefied under high pressure, right? Next is, what is liquor ammonia fortis? So liquor ammonia fortis is a saturated solution of ammonia in water. It is also known as 880 ammonia, and also it is stored in tightly stoppered bottles, right? Next is, which solution of ammonia is used as a laboratory bench reagent? So a dilute solution of liquor ammonia is used as laboratory bench reagent. How can you prepare ammonia using ammonium salts? So that is ammonium chloride plus your KOH solution or CaOH twice, whatever you want, will give you ammonia. So by reacting it with alkalis, you can get ammonia. The next is, name the reactants used in the laboratory preparation. So the reactants will be calcium hydroxide plus ammonium chloride. Yes. Then next is, what happens when ammonium chloride reacts with slaked lime? So when ammonium chloride reacts with slaked lime, it gives ammonia gas, it gives water, and it gives a salt known as calcium chloride, right? The next one is, in what ratio are the reactants in the lab preparation used? So yeah, the reactants are used in 3:1, where calcium hydroxide, that is slaked lime, is used in excess. Next question is, why the flask is tilted during the lab preparation of NH3? So the flask is tilted so that the water doesn't retraces its path, वो वापस ना चला जाए, or trickle the glass which can break it. Okay. Then the next question is, what happens when ammonium sulfate reacts with caustic soda? Ammonium sulfate reacts with caustic soda. So caustic soda is also an alkali. So it will give you salt, water plus ammonia gas. Next is, why slaked lime is used in excess during lab preparation? It is used in excess because slaked lime absorbs all the extra heat, and because it absorbs the heat and prevents that ammonium chloride to escape as vapor, right? And then next is, how can you dry ammonia gas? So drying agent to be used here is calcium oxide, that is known as quicklime. Why are the drying agents like H2SO4, P2O5 and CaCl2 not used? Because ammonia is a basic gas, and being basic in nature, it reacts with all these to form ammonium phosphate, calcium chloride ammonia, like addition compounds. So it reacts with them basically. Next question is, name two compounds, a very important question. Name two compounds which do not liberate, two compounds of ammonia. Ammonium compounds which do not liberate ammonia. So that can be ammonium nitrate, you can say, yeah, ammonium nitrate के जो compounds हैं like NH4NO2 and NH4NO3, they do not liberate ammonia, right? And then next question is, how can you prepare ammonia by metal nitrides? So ammonia can be prepared using metal nitrides by, you can say, adding water in them. So by adding warm water slowly to them, you can prepare ammonia, which will give you a hydroxide plus ammonia gas, right? Then why is this method not preferred? This method is not preferred because it is very expensive as compared to the other method of laboratory preparation, right? Then next is, how can you prepare aqueous ammonia? So aqueous ammonia can be prepared by mixing it in water. So ammonia gas, dissolving ammonia in water will give you aqueous ammonia. What is back suction? So the absorption rate of ammonia in water is very high. So then the rate of liberation, right? So it is said that the solution might get back sucked into the tube. So to prevent that, that is done. How can it be prevented? It can be prevented by adding a funnel. Inverted funnel basically increases the surface area between them, right? How can you manufacture NH3 by Haber's process? So Haber's process में you will need ammonia, nitrogen and hydrogen in the ratio 1:3, and then you are going to react them and then you will get it. Simple. Name the reactants used and their sources. So reactants are nitrogen and hydrogen. Sources are nitrogen is got by fractional distillation of air, and hydrogen is prepared by Bosch process. Next is question is, we have, how is ammonia separated from unreacted nitrogen? So by dissolving in water, because rate of dissolution of ammonia is a lot more than the rate of dissolution of nitrogen and hydrogen in water. And other method is liquefaction. Ammonia is very easily liquefied as compared to nitrogen and hydrogen. What are the favorable conditions for the Haber's process? This is a very important question. So your temperature must be around 450 to 500 degrees Celsius. Pressure must be above 200 atm, and your catalyst is finely dividing iron, and the promoter you are using is molybdenum or Al2O3, right? Now next question is about these conditions only, but that is why. So why low temperature favor the synthesis of ammonia? Because it is an exothermic reaction. So being an exothermic reaction, it is favored by low temperature. Why high pressure is preferred? High pressure is preferred because 4 volume of reactants produce 2 volumes of product. So high pressure is favoring the reaction in that case. Then which catalyst and promoter are used and why? So catalyst is finely divided iron and promoter is molybdenum or Al2O3. And it is used to increase catalyst is used to increase the rate of the reaction because the reaction is very slow. And why is promoter used? Promoter is used to improve the efficiency of the catalyst. Then why further heat is not required after the reactants are initially heated? Now after the reactants are initially heated, this process is very much exothermic. Now exothermic reactions, a lot of heat is produced, and that heat maintains the optimum temperature of the whole process, and hence you don't need to again and again give the heat. Why purification of nitrogen and hydrogen is necessary before doing this process? Because there are certain impurities like carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, traces of sulfur, compounds like H2S, which poisons the catalyst, and it is very important to remove the poisons of the catalyst, right? Then next question is about the characteristics. So basic chapter is done. Now we are going to start with the physical and chemical characteristics of the chapter ammonia. So the question is, what is the physiological action of ammonia? So it is non-poisonous in nature basically, but that will be answered in the next question as well. I'll just tell you what is the characteristic smell and taste of ammonium. So smell is pungent choking smell, you can say, strong pungent choking smell, and taste is, it is bitter in taste because it is alkaline, right? So what happens if a person inhales ammonia? If a person inhales ammonia, nothing basically happens, but the respiratory system is affected. But tears to eyes are brought. But if a person inhales ammonia in excess, it stimulates the heart and it can lead to death. What can you conclude from the fountain experiment used for ammonia? It proves, number one thing, that ammonia is highly soluble in water, and number two, because red litmus is converted into blue, it shows the basic nature of ammonia. Now next question is, why and how a bottle of liquid ammonia should be opened? Liquid ammonia bottle should be opened very carefully by cooling it down so that the pressure goes down, right? So the high pressure inside the bottle of the ammonia on cooling drops, goes down. Hence when you open the bottle, it doesn't come flushing out, right? That is why. Now, how can ammonia be dissociated? So, ammonia can be dissociated by thermal dissociation and by electric sparks, right? Next is, what is the nature of dry ammonia and why? So, dry ammonia or liquid ammonia is basically neutral in nature because of the absence of ions, right? Next is, so because it is a covalently compounded animal and compounded element and consists of molecules. In absence of ions, dry ammonia gas and liquid ammonia is neutral and shows no change to the litmus solution, right? Next is, the question is, what change is seen in moist litmus, methyl orange and phenolphthalein according to aqueous solution of ammonia? So red litmus to blue, then methyl orange to yellow and phenolphthalein to pink because it is basic in nature. Why ammonia is basic in aqueous solution? So ammonia is basic in aqueous solution because uh, it dissociates. So it partially dissociates. So partial dissociation is there, and there is ions. There is a possibility that due to partial dissociation you get the ions, and also, yeah, so it is due to the lone pair of electrons that are present on nitrogen, right? Then next is combustibility of ammonia comment. So ammonia is neither combustible nor a supporter of combustion, and it extinguishes a burning spillage, but in presence of oxygen it burns with a greenish yellow flame which is of nitrogen gas, right? Next question is, yeah, name the reactants used in the catalytic oxidation of ammonia. Because it is oxidation, so it is ammonia and obviously oxygen. Which catalyst is used and condition required for it? So platinum at 800 degrees Celsius is used. What can you observe by the catalytic oxidation of ammonia? It is a very important question. It can be asked in exams. Number one thing, the platinum, the catalyst used, keeps glowing even after the external heat or the reaction stops because it is an exothermic reaction. Number two is reddish brown nitrogen dioxide gas is produced, right? Next question is, how is ammonia used as a reducing agent? So ammonia is used as a reducing agent as it reduces metallic oxides to form the metals, right? So next question you can get here is, what can you observe when copper oxide is reacted with ammonia? It gets reduced to copper, and you can say the compound that was before black solid is now converted into a reddish brown solid. The same question can come like, what will you observe when lead monoxide reacts with ammonia? So it will be reduced to lead, and yellow compound is converted to grayish compound kind of thing. Yes. Now how can you collect the nitrogen gas produced? So it is collected by it is collected over water in the jar. Next question you can get over here is how can you reduce chlorine to HCl? But before that question, there is an important question: what can you prove from the above reactions? So जो ऊपर दो reactions हमने पढ़े, it proves that ammonia is made up of hydrogen and nitrogen, and therefore it is a nitrogen hydride. So it is an important question. Then next question is, how can you reduce chlorine to HCl? So chlorine can be reduced to HCl by addition of ammonia. So ammonia plus chlorine will give you NH4Cl plus N2 and HCl, you can say. Now what happens when ammonia is used in excess? So what will you observe when ammonia is used in excess? Greenish yellow color of chlorine will disappear and white fumes of ammonium chloride will be formed. Then what happens when chlorine is used in excess? अगर तो ammonia को use करेंगे तो NH4Cl बनेगा. अगर chlorine को use करेंगे excess में, then there will be an explosive liquid, nitrogen trichloride will be formed. Right? Then your question is, what happens when ammonia reacts with acids? So whenever ammonia reacts with acids, it will give a ammonium salt. So like give a reaction where two colorless gases react to form solid. So ammonia plus HCl will give you a white solid, that is NH4Cl. Then your next question can be, how can N2O be prepared from NH3? So this is a very twisted question. So how can you prepare it? Is number one thing, you will have to create ammonia plus nitric acid. It will give you ammonium sulfate. Now not ammonia and nitric acid will give you ammonium nitrate, and then now that ammonium nitrate will be heated, and because it does not, ये हमने question पहले भी किया, it does not liberate ammonia on heating, it liberates N2O gas. So that is how it can be prepared. It can be prepared in two steps, right? Then the next question is, what is aqueous solution of ammonia? We have already discussed. How can it be prepared? By dissolving ammonia in water, right? Next question is, what happens when aqueous solution of ammonia reacts with metal salts? So when it reacts with metal salt, it gives characteristic precipitates of metals with characteristic colors. Now give formation of an azure blue compound. This is an important question. First of all, you will prepare copper sulfate plus ammonium hydroxide. It will give you copper hydroxide plus ammonium sulfate. Now this ammonium sulfate and copper hydroxide, when is reacted again in excess with ammonium hydroxide, will give you tetraamine copper 2 sulfate, which is a azure blue compound. Then how can you say that ammonium hydroxide can be used for qualitative analysis or qualitative reagent? Because when ammonium hydroxide reacts with metals salts, the precipitates formed by different metallic hydroxides differ in color and solubility. Hence ammonia hydroxide can be used in qualitative analysis for identifying cations. Now give observation when FeSO4 reacts with NH4. So FeOH twice is formed, which is dirty green in color and insoluble in excess of ammonium hydroxide. When FeCl3 reacts, FeOH thrice is formed, which is reddish brown in color and is insoluble. When lead nitrate reacts, it will give you lead hydroxide, which is white in color and is still insoluble. When zinc nitrate reacts, it will give you zinc hydroxide, which is white gelatinous and is soluble. Then observation in copper sulfate. So copper sulfate we have already done. That pale blue substance will be formed, which is copper hydroxide, which is soluble, and when further it is soluble, it is formed azure blue compound, that is tetraamine copper 2 sulfate. Now give test for ammonia. Ammonia, you can say that it turns that all that litmus paper blue, red to blue, phenolphthalein colorless to pink, methyl orange, orange to yellow. You can say it has pungent choking smell. Also, when ammonium salts के लिए अगर आपको देना है तो you can say कि ammonium salts when heated with alkalis give ammonia gas. So and ammonium salts also precipitates when reacted with alkalis, right? Now what happens, now this is a very important question, what happens when ammonia reacts with HCl? So it will give you a white compound NH4Cl. What happens when ammonia is passed through copper sulfate? Now that same reaction, ammonia is passed through copper sulfate, a blue precipitate is formed which changes to deep blue solution on passing with excess of ammonia. Then next of question is give reaction when reaction of ammonia with Nessler's reagent. So when ammonia is reacted with Nessler's reagent, it gives ammonia brown color precipitate, right? So it's give a brown color precipitate. Then next question is, why is ammonia used as a refrigerant in ice plants? Because it evaporates rapidly and produces cooling effect. So it is a good refrigerant. Then what are the what is ozone? So ozone is a blanket of air above the atmosphere about 16 kilometers of height, and it absorbs a harmful ultraviolet rays coming from the sun and protects the life on earth. How it is depleted? So you have to write 3 equations in this about the chlorofluorocarbon one given in your book, right? Then next one is give advantages of using ammonia as a refrigerant. So number 1 is it does not deplete ozone layer because it is environmentally friendly. Then number 2 is it is super thermodynamic and results like it uses less electricity. And third, it has recognizable odor. So when it leaks, you can detect it. Next is, what is the disadvantage of using ammonia? So ammonia is not compatible with copper, and so it cannot be used in system with copper pipes. So जिसमें भी copper pipes होंगे उसमें नहीं होगा. And higher concentrations में ammonia is a poisonous gas. Then next question is give uses of ammonia. So you can give any uses like it is used in refrigerant, it is used in removing grease from clothes, it is used as qualitative analysis reagent. So you can give any use, right? How and why is ammonia used to remove grease? Because ammonia emulsifies or dissolves fats and greases. Then name the products that can be manufactured from ammonia. You can manufacture ammonium chloride, you can manufacture Na2CO3, you can manufacture various nitrogenous fertilizers as well, right? Then give favorable conditions and reaction for the formation of nitrogenous fertilizers. So conditions will be 150 degrees Celsius, 150 atm, and then reaction will be NH3 plus CO2 will give you urea plus water. Simple. Then what happens when ammonium nitrate is heated? So when ammonium nitrate is heated, N2O gas is produced. So it leaves no residue, right? Yeah. Name the compound used as smelling salt for fainted person. So that is ammonium carbonate. Ammonium carbonate. Where can you use ammonium chloride? So ammonium chloride is used in dry cells and in also preparation of nitrogen gas. Like, okay, and then how can you prepare sodium carbonate from ammonia? So sodium carbonate is prepared from ammonia in the by the process known as Solvay's process. What is Solvay's process? So Solvay process is a process used to prepare sodium carbonate when carbon dioxide gas is bubbled through brine solution. Brine solution, it is bubbled through with saturated ammonia and sodium bicarbonate is formed, and that sodium bicarbonate is further converted into sodium carbonate. Name the process by which NHNO3 is prepared by ammonia. So it is prepared by Ostwald's process. Name the metallic chloride soluble in ammonium hydroxide, that is AgCl, silver chloride. And name the common refrigerant, that is CFCs, chlorofluorocarbons. With this, we complete the chapter ammonia in 25 minutes. We have revised each and every topic from it. And let me tell you, in this 25 minutes, we have done 90 questions from the chapter. Yes, 90 questions from the chapter. You heard it right. Right? So, I hope आपको आज की वीडियो समझ आई होगी. We did a lot of questions. It was a practice video for the chapter ammonia. Do hit the like button, share this video with friends, and subscribe to the channel. Also ask your queries in the comment section. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye bye.